Well, as a player, I played 13 years. I got to the point where I knew, the NHL wasn't going to happen, and I wanted to stay in the game. It's what I knew. I got together with Bruce Boudreau as a player assistant coach at the time. We'd won a championship, and eventually he left, and I ended up taking over. And it's just been something I enjoy doing. I've always been kind of a leader or a captain a lot of my career, and you knew that you wanted to be in that type of role. And hockey's a great sport to be a part of. And when you can't play anymore, the next best thing is coaching. And hopefully I can stay in it as long as possible because it's what I love, and it's a great sport to be a part of. The big thing for me is watching young players and help them reach their goals and have success. Like, there's nothing better than running into guys, even last night, running into guys that I've worked with since they started in the league, and just to hear them say hello and appreciate what you did for them. That's important. I think we work hard as coaches, and we want to see our players have success and do well, and if we can have a little influence in that, I think that's as rewarding as it gets. Us as coaches have the play and pause button. We can slow things down. It looks pretty simple at times, and I think that as a player, it's interesting to me. If I see a situation, I want to know what he thought or what he's seen in that, and then I can show him maybe what options were available to him. So there's a learning process there, and I just think the communication is really helping. I think it's so important as a coach now to have that communication. I want to go around after every game. I want to talk to every defenseman. I want to see what they thought of their game. I'll let them know what I thought of their game or what things we want to change or get better at. And I just think having that open communication, I think, is beneficial for everybody. Every team I've been a part of has really started to get D more involved. I think they have to be a part of the offense. Coming out of our zone, we want at least one, if not both D, join in the rush. We don't want to leave anybody behind us, but we want to be on the play, and the teams that do that really well are very hard to defend against. So, we talk about that too. How we defend against that is trying to squeeze plays at the blue line, not allow those third, fourth, fifth guys into the zone to be effective if you can kill plays at the blue line.
How do you think about putting two players together and making a pair? And does each one have a different role or different fit maybe?
Well, sometimes you have an offensive guy with a defensive guy. We've changed our pairings a little bit here recently, and it's more just matchups, like with Evans and Montour. I could use them against a speed line, a line that's got a lot of speed. They're both great skaters. Dunner and Lars can play against anybody. They're that nice option to have, and again, they got offense and defense combined, and then you got Rig and then Muzz, they're just good against a heavier line. It just gives you options. Again, you can change it all the time. I think you'll see if we're down in a game, you're going to see our offensive guys out there a little bit more, or when we're protecting a lead, you're going to see our defensive guys out there a little bit more. So it changes game to game and situations in the game.
How important is chemistry between pair partners? We talk about it with the forwards all the time, but we maybe don't talk about it with defensemen as much.
You have to have chemistry. Certain guys work really well together. You look at Dunn and Larson, they've been together since the beginning, I believe, and they work well. So when you find that chemistry, it's good. And then you're also looking for a little bit of chemistry in games, like if one D pairing's playing good with a forward line, you try to get them out together as much as you can, and just situations like that. Or you're in a defensive situation, maybe you're protecting certain situations. So, we have pretty good flexibility with the group we have here, and that makes my job a little bit easier.